another fun way to use inks, and I'm specifically talking about my INKredible inks, of course, using the Crayola marker maker, which is quite a cheap little set that you can get in most places that sell Crayola. You can actually buy the set like this. They have refills, they have a little miniature set, there's sets with different types of tips, different types of ink, and even different coloured marker makers. The Crayola ink that comes with it's great for kids or products that are meant for children. It's just about edible.
So we're going to put those to the side and use INKredible inks instead.
So this is actually a Frankenhack. I've used the top because I wanted this turquoise from one set and the bottom from another set. I've added one of my own stickers here. On this little set, this little front comes off. There are some little tweezers in here, which are actually kind of handy, so I'm just going to put them to the side. Inside, some little measuring cups. This particular set came with two, but I've got a couple of sets. So this is a colour of mine in the INKredible ink called Blueberry, and I'm filling this up. In the set itself, it's actually got little instruction cards, and if you were making this with kids, just so you don't spill anything. Then you've got an infill. This is the marker, the guts of the marker. It looks like a cigarette, but it's not. Just let that sink down, and it's going to absorb all of the ink that I just popped in there. I think I might make Frida as well. This is one that smells like cherries. You could dilute this. You can mix your own colours. It's just another fun way of using. I find you don't have to go all the way up to the top measurement because there's always a little bit of ink left over, so I don't take it all the way to the top. Let that, so if you push it in all the way, it might flow up and over. That hasn't happened to me yet, but then again, I've always just let it sink down naturally. I need to get one of the little marker bodies out. There's a little storage tray underneath. This is the marker barrel, and we want to insert one of the nibs in here. Now, I've got lots of different sets. Some of them have these funny shaped tips, so you get different patterns when you're creating. I might just go for the normal, just a normal kind of nib. This one here. You can get a fine point or a broader point by putting it on the side. They're pretty cute. They're pretty good. Popping that in there and turning it upside down like so. Then we're going to take the marker that we've just made, and you can see it just about soaks up every skerrick of that ink. Pop that in there. Just tap that down a little. Then we want to grab one of the ends. There's full instructions with everything. And this is one of the little sets handy. There's just a little part you line up and it clicks it all together. Inserts that nice and tight. Then you've got a lid. The Crayola set actually has a set of labels that you can use, but on my blog I've also got a set of labels that I've created if you're going to be making INKredible ink markers. So just peeling that off, and I've got my own INKredible ink marker. Now I need to let this absorb the ink in that nib, so you can just pop that in there or just pop it upside down in a little bowl there. I'm going to make the rest of them. The hydrangea, and I just put the marker infill on it, and I'm just letting it suck it up from the table. Why waste it?
Now that I have a full set of my own little INKredible markers made with the Crayola marker maker, let's do some art. soft pink, and using the little INKredible markers, it's going to be quite dark, so I'm putting a little bit on one of my palette pads and then adding some water and making a nice little watercolor wash. Complement with my little INKredible markers are my smooth markers. These are alcohol based and they won't react with the INKredible ink. Fascinating little aspect of this art adventure is that the INKredible ink in those little markers comes out quite light, as you've seen me creating. When I load that same ink into one of my ink brushes, the Jane Davenport ink brush, the colour is far more saturated. Now, I don't know why this is. It's just a lovely phenomenon that we can enjoy as artists because it gives more variety, and the different types of nib leave different marks. So I'm going to add some of my INKredible ink that I've got in my ink brushes. This is undiluted in both cases. You can dilute the inks, you can mix your own colors, as I said earlier, and see how you get different types of lines. So you're building in variety into your mark making from the get-go by using different tools. It's just something that I love. And of course, you can add a little bit of water because this is a water-soluble ink. It's also semi-permanent. I created this ink so that it has some unique properties, and the semi-permanent nature of it means that you can layer it. It will cling to the paper, as opposed to my mermaid marker ink, which is highly water soluble and water reactive, so you can get lots of different effects with different types of inks. hope you enjoyed that fun little adventure using incredible inks and all sorts of other things from the Jane Davenport Mixed Media art collection. Don't forget you can download those little labels so that you can make your own incredible ink markers. You've got the incredible inks. You can get them from Michael's, from janedavenport.com, and lots of other fantastic art retailers. I teach how to draw and create. You can subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you know when I've got something new for you to come and check out. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next video.